What we have today here is the Purity ARGB mini tower case. This is an mATX case, correct?
Yes, the mATX case from Cougar, and this is more like targeted for those who are looking for budget mini tower case.
Okay, so it's also available in two colors, black and white.
Black and white.
What we have here is the pure black color.
Yes. Let's open it up. So here's some information for you guys. The Purity RGB, apart from coming in two different color options, actually the Purity also has a non-RGB version, but the non-RGB version is not available in Malaysia. I believe the price range is very close to each another, so the RGB offers more option for the users, and most importantly, most of the users nowadays, they prefer to have RGB.
This is ARGB, not RGB.
Well,
boy.
yeah, I mean, in terms of lighting now.
Boy, ARGB has more control, but okay, that suits you. And also, this is a very inexpensive case, right? We'll get to the price later. So, first thing that caught my eye is the amount of I/O ports.
3 USB Type A ports.
Yes, you have 3 USB Type A ports, and then
One
audio
of
jacks.
it being USB 2.
Let me confirm. Yes, one of it being USB 2. The black USB Type A port is a USB 2.
Yes.
So you got 2 USB 3, 1 USB 2. And then your audio jacks.
Audio jacks are microphone and headphone separate.
One thing is missing is USB Type-C, but such an inexpensive case, I don't really mind.
And then they have 3 buttons.
Yes.
One power button.
One power button, one reset.
And there's a dedicated RGB button.
Yes. One thing I also realized, let's start from the front. So we got this little tailpiece here.
That one is for pull tab, magnetic.
Okay. And
because the side door is like a door hinge.
This is very reminiscent to the Codemaster C700P that we did a build recently. So it's interesting to see, right? Those high-end cases, their hinges, their mechanisms are also present on such a low price case. And then we shall look at the front first. How do we take this out? Can we take this out? Oof. Okay. So, I shouldn't pull it. So as you can see here, this is the intake, this gap here, which is rather thick, I guess about 2 to 3 centimeters. Looking at the underside of this front panel here, we can see the small gap, aforementioned gap here is only this part. But actually, if you want more airflow, I did realize that you see here there's a bit of a seam. It's actually 2 pieces connected together, and we look inside here, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pegs that you can unlatch, and then you can literally take out this front piece so that you can get unrestricted airflow. Pretty good design actually. So on the box, it also says that you can put double 120mm fans at the front, double 120mm fans at the top, and then one more 120mm at the back, which is already pre-installed by with an ARGB fan. So yes, that's a bonus for you guys. Wow, such a low price case, and still they give you an ARGB fan at the back. Anyway, we're gonna put this back first, and then we take a look at the back. Thumb screws, good. So the back. And here we have what we expected actually, nothing out of the ordinary here. So the cables, ARGB connector for the fan actually. So this is interesting. What I realized is that the rear fan here is using some sort of proprietary connector. So out of the box, it is already pre-wired to the front panel's RGB button. And I'm not sure, there's another button here if you want to make it communicate with your motherboard as well. But the fan seems to be only powered by one SATA power cable, so I'm not sure if it's single speed or what. One more interesting thing is this. So the 3.5-inch hard disk mount is rather interesting. So as you can see here, it says HDD, and you can only mount one HDD on this thing, and then the whole thing screws to the top of the power supply shroud. That leaves a gap underneath that single hard disk, but it's also quite good. So your
for
power
cable
supply
management.
cable, yeah, just stuff it all underneath it.
Yeah.
You can actually mount another 3.5 inch through the bottom screws here.
Just screw in.
Wouldn't advise you to do so because the vibration is,
Yeah.
you
it's
know
not,
lah.
It's not good.
Yeah. Oh, since we're here,
We have a power supply intake filter.
it is
Well, conventional, basic.
basic, yes,
Works.
but at least it's there, which
is
I
there.
appreciate. Okay, so accessories pack, you really don't have anything. You at least you got a Ziploc bag.
Hey, Ziploc bag. Better than a lot of those tier type of the bags.
Plastic.
But
and then
because
better-
Ziploc bags is really good in case you want to keep all your screws.
Yeah,
and all the
because
accessories.
the screw bag, they're using the zip ties fly around. They're using this kind of tear away plastic bags, but once you tear it, you can't use finish.
You can just keep it in the Ziploc bag.
Yeah.
This is very good. The first time I see someone using Ziploc.
Yes, yes. Usually they give you those I don't know what is it called, but with the thing on top.
Yeah, yeah.
But either way,
Is it airtight bag, something like that? But
sandwich bag.
sandwich bag. yeah, yeah.
And one more thing might as well be mentioned, they're using breakaway PCI slot covers. Not really a fan of it, but at this price point, whatever, man.
I mean, you really can't ask a lot for
Oh.
this price point. Wait. And they do include a PCI cover.
Yeah, a cover for your cover.
Cover for the cover.
Actually, I don't really know why they do this, but okay, whatever.
Well, this kind of cover is more or less designed to improve the airflow of the case. So they use to improve your exhaust fan's performance so that the hot air only exits from that location.
Okay, and this thing should be a swiveling door. It
Yes.
shouldn't come out, but you can if you want
You
to.
can remove it if you feel like this kind of thing is, well, not so
blocking your
convenient,
access. Yeah.
blocking your access or what.
So it doesn't have thumb screws pre-installed on the slots, so you have to resort into using one of the screws included in the bag, which I think is okay. One thing I have to highlight that I just saw is the motherboard tray. Interestingly, they mounted a lot of the crucial standoffs already. They mounted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them for you out of the box.
That should be enough for your mATX.
Yeah,
build already.
actually this is real good.
ITX is fine. ITX is just 4 anyway.
Oh, serious? 4 corners.
Yeah, it's about that.
Usually, this kind of case manufacturers, they will only give you like one
Or
for aligning.
Yeah, aligning.
Yeah, this one they straight away install all
two.
6 for you, which is real handy. So they still give you a few more standoffs, 2 more standoffs, but I don't think you really need them. And then you can mount one more 2.5 inch disc here.
Yeah, let's put the motherboard in it and see
Okay,
what does it look like.
Later.
so motherboard has been installed. As we can see here, this is what cooler is this again?
The Cougar Forza 85.
Okay, so look at it from this angle. It's nearly gonna touch the side panel.
It's like the maximum height support for the case itself.
Yeah.
The height is, I think, is about 155 millimeter.
155. That's actually quite tall.
That's
So
quite tall.
What we're gonna do now is to try closing the side panel. So
Yep, it closed.
yeah, it closed. There's no resistance or anything. Yeah, it closed tight. So there you go. You can still fit in such
A huge.
big air cooler. Technically, this is a big air cooler.
That is a very big air cooler for that.
Of course, you can mount AIO coolers if you want to at the top. So no problems, but this is surprising.
Yep.
You want to put in GPU?
Yes.
A little later.
We got another GPU here. This is a PNY, what's it called again?
3060 Verto.
Okay, so I don't know how long this card is, but as you can see,
For
it can
this
fit.
kind of budget range, 3060 is a very popular card, and you can fit in just nice. And you still can mount fans at the front for intake, so it won't like really get
block
in the way or
anything.
anything.
Yeah. Do remember this is a dual fan card.
Yeah.
So dual fans are enough for 3060, so you can save on a lot of space. And if you decide to get this card and this kind of air cooler, right, you can see the heatsink here. It extends all the way beyond the PCB, this much. So if we measure it like this, then all the hot air will go up into the CPU cooler, then go out through the exhaust or up above, which is actually a very good cooling airflow
Design?
yeah, so works very well, this card with the case. As an added bonus, we also hooked it up with power supply externally to get the RGB working so that we can see how the case looks like. And through only one SATA power cable, we can power on the cases RGB, ARGB, and also the rear fans ARGB as well, because they're both wired the same way. And then we can press the RGB button to select a few modes. So green, blue, green, purple, blue. As you can see there's a lot of modes that you can select from.
Stop it.
Hey, we've already talked enough about the price many times, so what's the price again?
169 is the official SRP for this. But most of the time, you probably can get even cheaper from the retailers. Sometimes retailers, they have the bundle deals and everything. If you build PC with them, maybe you can get even better price.
So 169 is the official price, which is very, very affordable, I would say.
Yeah, what you get is a case and a ARGB fan at the back.
And then this
Is it ARGB fan?
ARGB fan. Yes.
Oh yeah, it's ARGB.
And then swiveling tempered glass door, which is real good, better than those PEG systems. And rather spacious and also interesting design, like the HDD mount here, so you can have more space for stuffing in extra cables from your power supply. And kind of interesting to see, for such a budget case, you can remove the front piece here to get extra air cool as well, air cooling, airflow.
If you intend to do so.
Yeah, if you plan to do so, you can. So yeah, versatile case for such a low price. Anything else to add?
Nothing else, I guess.
Nothing else. Okay, then if you have any questions, leave them down in the comment section below. This is a very quick look on the
Cougar Purity RGB.
but it's actually ARGB. So okay, that's it. Goodbye.